Dr. Geingob requested the report from the minister after more than 80% of the candidates who sat for the NSSCO and NSSCAS level exams failed to qualify for admission to tertiary institutions. The president is yet to pronounce himself on the contents of the minister's report, but is on record that any action taken will be in the interest of all stakeholders in the education sector. Speaking to NBC News after the closed-door discussions, the Deputy Minister, Faustina Caley, cited overcrowding of classrooms as some of the reasons which led to teachers being overwhelmed. Currently, the teacher-learner ratio in government schools is supposed to be 35 learners per teacher. However, this has not been the case owing to demand for placements.
If you want, to mitigate on that one, either you get more classrooms or you have money to recruit extra teachers to deal with the issues. But what we want to do is the basics, what we know, to make sure teachers are supported in the classroom situation. For me, from myself now, maybe not what I gave to the president, if I can give you an example. When a teacher is in the classroom and the learners in the classroom, meaning the content in the teacher must be transferred to the learners and master it.
Assessments, Caley says, are underway with the new placements at different schools countrywide and appealed for calm.
After some parents were told that there's no space anymore, the education officer, some of our staff members from the regional offices and head office, not really the head office per se, but especially the regional office in the different regions, physically went to the schools, physically count the heads of the learner to make sure is this the learners we have. But from the time now the school reopens, we give it time. And then until 15 days pass, then we know if there are learners who will not come back to the same schools, then we start again to fill up these learners in that spaces which was left. So it's not that nothing is happening. We are still monitoring.
Insufficient funding and teaching and learning support material are also of concern. Since the announcement of the results, stakeholders in the education sector have indicated that they would want to be part of the discussions to determine the ministry's budgetary needs. The ministry, however, says engagements with the representative bodies are ongoing.
And NANTU is actually one of those key stakeholders. For that, we have deliberately and purposefully so established a technical committee where NANTU sits together with the Ministry of Education to discuss issues of common interest as it relates to education. We have, among other things, discussed the issues that NANTU have brought forward, including the issues of finances, the issues of teaching and learning support materials. In a way, they have been influencing our budget through the input, through their input on those committees.
The Ministry of Education is also pinning its hopes for improvement on the recommendations from the National Education Conference. The implementation plan is still to be discussed in Cabinet. Blanche Gores, NBC News.